So now let's move on to the sales documents. So in this category, we focus on invoice generation and sales order management. So these documents are critical for closing deals, ensuring accurate billing and keeping the order process smooth and efficient. So now let's see this in action with example scenario. So the partner team needs to send a single or collaborative invoice to a client using Zoho Writer. They can include itemized billing details along with a tailored support SLA so that client receives one branded document covering both financial and service commitments. So this approach eliminates multiple files here and also making communication clear and professional, which ensures that both financial and service information is accurately represented. So it's time to see it in action. So Gautam.
Thank you so much, Siggy. So definitely, as you mentioned, an itemized statement can be sent using Zoho Writer. But in order to add the tailored support SLA documents, so for example, if the user has selected two different services, we also need to add the SLA documents for that. So in this case, the simple automation will not allow you to perform these operations. So that's why we have the advanced merge operation. So here you can see that I have already set up an advanced merge operation. So let me show you how to add this and configure this so that you'll be able to get a clear idea. So, but before getting into that, let me show you how we have built the invoice. So here you can see that this is the invoice document that we have created from scratch in Zoho Writer. And here we have the build to information and the date issued, which is going to be dynamically pulled. So this is going to be dynamic today's date. So based on that, we are also adding the due date. So which is 15 days from today's date. So that within that, the customer has to make the payment. And now further moving on, we have the transaction details, transaction type, and the contact reference number, etc. And furthermore, we also have the services and charges, which is a subform table. And we have pulled these details from Zoho CRM. So as you can see in my data source on the left panel, which is Zoho CRM, I've selected this as a data source. And in my CRM, I have a module called sales invoices, and I'm going to use that for my purpose. So let's just take this example. So here you can see that I have all the necessary information that needs to generate an invoice along with the services that is the chosen by the customer and the unit price and the total information. So now what I'm going to do is using these information, I'm going to generate a document, and along with the document, I am also going to add these SLA documents as well. So let me show you these SLA documents. Here you can see that I have training SLA, support SLA, integration services SLA. So these are the documents that I'm going to attach dynamically so that based on the user selection, I'll be able to attach these documents into the invoice and then send it out. So this is an example of an integration services SLA document. So I'm going to add these in my invoice as well. So let me show you how to configure and achieve this. In the invoice, what I'm going to do is I have also added the formulas and other information here. So now once this operation is completed, I'm going to go to the advanced merge section. And in the advanced merge section, you can see that I'm triggering this manually on basis. And here I have added the merge and store card. So using the data information from CRM, I'm going to merge and generate a document. And furthermore, I'm going to add filters in order to filter according to my preference. So we support up to 10 filters. So now I've used filter data on condition card. And in this, I've added a condition whether if the sales invoice selected, the services selected is implementation and integration, then it has to merge and combine the documents which is selected by me. So in this combined files, I have selected 3 documents, which is merged file, implementation services SLA and integration services SLA document. And similarly, for the second filter, I have added if it is integration. And similarly for the third one, if it is just implementation. So using these conditions, I'll be able to route or filter the data that I'm getting and make sure that the workflow is selected in a particular way. So here you can see that in this, I'm combining the files, merged file, implementation service on the right panel. So here you can see that these are the documents that I'm going to combine. So now, based on my selection, I'll be able to filter and send out the data and combine files and send it via email. So let me just show you and run the merge so that you get a clear idea on how it works in real time. So let me go to the field. So since I have added this template in CRM, so what I'll do is I'll be able to directly mail merge from the CRM record itself. So CRM templates, I have added this document under mail merge. So my template name is invoice for partnership. You know, I'm just merging this. So I'm getting a merged document. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just go ahead and run the merge. So it will give you a preview of the settings that we have configured. So we just have to have a quick check and then run it. Okay. So I'm good to go. I'm just going to go ahead and proceed. So if you'd like to pass all the values to all the scenarios, then you can make use of route files. So here I'm just going to use the filter option. So this is there is a difference between filter. So filter is considered as a radio button, whereas route is considered as a checkbox, so that the values pass through all the cards that you have added. So let us check the logs. So we'll just wait for the merge operation to get completed. So now once the merge operation is completed, we'll be able to check the exact process on which the merge operation is running currently. So if we are combining the files or if we are sending it to email, so all these can be checked by clicking the link here. You can get a real-time update on the current automation that you have configured. So here you can see that the merge operation is initiated, the data is filtered, and since the data source contains both implementation and integration, it went to the first scenario and it is currently combining the files and it is waiting for the combined files to be sent via email. So if you'd like, you can also just hit refresh and check if there are any updates for this. So yes, you can see that the merge operation is completed, the files are combined together, and then it is also sent via email, which is currently in progress. So once completed, you'll be able to check out the email as well. So now I'll just open the invoice and the SLA document for your quick reference. So here you can see that the invoice is generated with all the transaction details and along with the total amount as well. So user has selected implementation and integration service. And now further moving down, you can see that the implementation service SLA document is available. And further moving down, you'll also find the integration service SLA document. So all these three documents are combined together and it is sent via email as a single email and a single document. So this is how easy it is for you to use the new automation builder to configure such complex workflows and generate documents and send it out to your customers or clients.
Right. Thank you so much for that explanation on the invoice generation document, Gautam.